That's definitely horseradish. That's actually good. Had to delete some stuff off my phone. The struggle is real for space. Okay. Ugh, these letters are wilted. That's it. There's no more chicken up there. There was a pickle back there at the end. Pickle just tastes... I know they're supposed to taste sour, but they taste like sour, like rotten sour. This is the rest of my beef and cheddar. After this, get ready for bed. Tomorrow, exercise all day. But I'm making myself eat this because a little bit today I haven't been eating. Like yesterday I didn't hardly eat anything at all. It's actually been longer than that. It's actually been, let's see, today's Saturday. It's probably been all this week. I haven't really been eating much. And when I did eat, yeah. I'll take one more bite. I ate some earlier. When I first got home, I started recording. And the way I had the camera set up, you couldn't see my mouth at all. Or anything from like my chin up. So here we go. Let's try the beef and cheddar with horseradish. So, and then I wasn't really super hungry when I first started recording, so.
Y'all so good.
Ooh. So, ended up ending the video. Thank goodness I ended it and looked at it, because if I would have recorded the entire video and you know, you guys couldn't see my face, I would have been 28 hot, 38 hot. That's, I said 28 hot. It's 38 hot. That's how you say it. Or, my stomach's way too full. I need to cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Cut it. Skirt. You singing it? I'll fall in love with a song just because of the hook or the beat. And I'll just be singing it and whistling to it and dancing to it. And then I'll hear the unedited version or the edited version, even the edited version on the radio. And they be saying some horrible stuff. And I just be bopping away till I hear it. I was listening to some song the other day in the car with one of my best friends. She was driving. It was on her Bluetooth. I was just bopping, bopping, bopping. She was like, don't be jamming to my song. You don't even know that song. And then right after she said it, like the next lyric in the song, the man, I think it was, she said it was the baby or little baby, I don't know, said something about using the woman's butthole for something. And I was like, I don't want to dance to that song. I don't want to dance to that song. Ginger beer, Jamaican. I really hope that my volume on the TV isn't so loud that, I mean, it's on a 1. But I hope I can upload this video. I missed uploading. And thank you to everybody that sticks with my channel. I know it's not a whole lot of content, and I go back and forth with my content, and sometimes I do conscious awareness, and sometimes I talk about emotional health and mental health, and sometimes I do mukbangs, and sometimes I halfway do mukbangs. Excuse me. So thank y'all for sticking with me. I'm just me here on earth as a Black woman trying to make it, wanting to help people along the way. And sometimes, because of my own shit that I've got going on up here, I just don't make videos all the time. I think about it and why did I have to miss that one? It was the last sauce. Why? Yeah, my perfect record. Lord. But anyway, thank y'all for sticking with me. I make videos when I can, and I'm doing well, you know, as far as my emotional stuff and my mental health and all that. It's just, you know, I definitely still have days. And the crazy thing is that being creative is, while it's glorious, while it's glorious to be creative, and like I just started working on this piece and I've been working on it for about an hour. Like doing stuff like this, it's very calming for me. You see, he's kind of going to be like a bug. These are his legs and these are his little tentacles. And it's going to be like a, I don't know. But it's fun to be creative, but it's also very stressful when you're someone like me, because being conscious and being positive and, you know, opening up my creativity, you know, being creative is not like a walk in the park. It's not a walk in the park. I don't know if it's just a thing here in the town that I live in where everyone has loud ass cars. I don't know if it's a southern thing. I don't know if it's a down south. Well, that's the same thing as southern. I was about to say if it's a southern thing, a down south thing, a thing that's below the north thing. Okay, we get it. Down south. But I don't know what it is, but like in all my videos, you guys can go back and look at my videos, whether I'm in the park, whether I'm, it doesn't matter where I am, there's always some loud ass series, not just one, but several loud ass vehicles riding around the background in this little town. Like, why does your car have to be so loud? Anyway, y'all, if you want to check out some of my art, I'm going to put my Instagram link and I would love your support on my art. If you see something that you like, let me know. I am open to selling any pieces that you like. Oh, I was about to lick this on camera. Hold on one second. So yeah, what was I talking about? Yeah, I'm gonna put up some of my artwork so you guys can see. I don't know. I just want to be creative. I just want to be creative. And I know that. Do you guys like my nose ring? I got my nose pierced a few weeks ago. Crazy thing is, I got my nose pierced a few weeks ago, and one of my best friends who's known me for almost 10 years, when she saw me afterwards, I was like, did you notice anything different about me? She was like, no, I don't notice anything different about you. You've always had your nose pierced, so no, I know that's not different. I'm like, I literally just got my nose pierced an hour ago. It's the first time in my life I've ever had it pierced. But she's like the second person that said that. So I guess it's a good thing that it looks like it's always been there. But yeah. Stay positive, my friends. Do your journaling. I know like years ago I made well, I'm not gonna talk about that. Journal, fight for your mental health, stay positive above all things. Like above all things, remember you have two ways you can look at a situation. Well, three ways really. You can look at it as good, as bad, or as simply being what it is. I recommend that you take either the first option or the third option and leave the second option alone. I'm so corny. But seriously, like, you don't have to look at things as being negative unless you want to. And even if you see something as being an undesirable situation, you can still choose to go through it with positivity and joy. Not that you're happy about the situation, but that you're just happy to be alive and involved in something as opposed to the contrary, which could be dead and not involved in shit. So stay positive as much as you can. Avoid negative talk. I know that dwelling in negativity is not the way to do it. It's not the way to do it. Like you need to give yourself an amount of time where if you have to get out something negative and talk shit about a situation, give yourself a time frame to do it. Okay, I'm going to give myself 10 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. I'm going to give myself a day, 2 days, like anything more than 24 hours in my opinion is a lot. But depends on the situation. Give yourself a cutoff time though, where you're going to stop being negative and start just dealing with the situation as it is. Like nothing happens by accident in your life. Nothing about where you are or where I am right now is an accident or was not meant to happen. Like you are exactly where you are supposed to be based on all of the millions of decisions that you ever made in your life. And I'm exactly where I am supposed to be based on all the decisions I've ever made in my life or didn't make. So when you're looking at something that's happening to you, whether it's at the hands of another person or something that's going on inside of your mind, just try to keep your perception within reason and not look at things so drastically like, oh God, why me? Because I mean, really, why not you? You know what I mean? Like shit happens to me. Shit has happened to me. Shit's happening to Joe and Sam and Sue and Jack and you know other people. Like why not? Why would any of us be exempt? So I don't know, that was supposed to be motivational. That kind of sounds like hopefully that was motivational. You know, one more thing I want to say, as a woman, a lot of women can probably relate to this. When we are stressed out, it resonates in our belly, in our stomachs more than anywhere else. And so our appetite is usually the first thing to be impacted. We either overeat or we don't eat enough, or when we do eat, we eat things that are very emotionally sustaining for us. So I know it was kind of weird, like the things that I had put together to eat. I had a whole mukbang planned out where I was going to try to, you know, see how much of this food I could eat and try to challenge myself to eat all of it, which I knew I wouldn't be able to do, but I thought it'd be fun, you know, to record it or whatever, and, you know, fun for you guys to watch. But when I got home, I was still kind of feeling like draggy a little bit. So, I mean, I'll put in clips of that video if I haven't already after editing this, so you guys can see how that one went, where my head was completely cut off. So I started getting hot and I just didn't feel like eating. And then now I am, here it is at like 3 hours later from the time I started recording the first video, and I'm just now eating again. It's nighttime, and yeah, it may not be like the normal dinner setup situation, but I mean, I'm a woman. I go through stress. Men stress me out. Friends stress me out. Like life stresses me out. But I try to manage all that. I try to manage, but just like it just turned my mood sour. And I'm still working on it. I'm still definitely a work in progress, as we all, even though I consider myself to be 90% cured of all of my previous symptoms, you know, medication free. I do take vitamins and things like that. St. John's wort and iron. Well, that doesn't matter. I'm anemic, but I take, I don't know why I mentioned that. I take iron and fish oil. But all this is like now self-maintained, just me, my higher self. All praises to the Most High God and His Son and the Son. And yeah, just like kind of resonating and being one with myself. That's how I maintain every single day. I don't allow myself to stay down or upset or sad for long. And I keep working myself through it. And guys, I could go on for years with stories about the shit that I'm even still dealing with right now to this day. I mean, it's a lot. Like, but we all have stories. A man once said to me that if we could all put our problems inside of paper bags and put them up on a shelf and have everyone else do the same thing, and then we all go and pick someone else's problems to deal with, like we all go and look at inside everyone else's bag and see what they're dealing with, we would all end up eventually picking our own bags, because everyone else is like, everyone goes through shit. You know what I mean? You just have to stay positive, stay in love with your life, stay in love with the idea of being better and having better and deserving better and getting better. Keep using the law of attraction. I know I haven't talked about that in a couple of videos. Keep using the law of attraction. You're using it all the time anyway, so you might as well hope for the best, expect the best, you know, mentally rehearse yourself experiencing the best, and then allow yourself to feel like the best has already happened to you, because every day that you wake up, the best has happened. Like, you've done your best by even waking up that day. So thank you guys. That's it. I got a lot of editing to do because I'm trying to get this down to just a few minutes, because the longer the video, the longer it takes me to upload it to YouTube. So yeah, I gotta go. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. If you're new to my channel, please consider clicking that subscribe button, liking this video, giving it a thumbs up, leave me a comment and let me know where you're tuning in from, what city, state, or country you live in if it's outside of the US. Also, share this video if you have a friend who likes mukbangs. What else? Oh yeah, and consider subscribing. To all of my current subscribers, thank you guys so much. We are this close to reaching 1,800, and I'm super duper excited. Love you guys to the max. More light, life, peace, and abundance to you all.